What will he will do? World of creation. What will world of creation? What will
Hey there, YouTube, what's going on? It's your boy, always a legend, representing Swerve Knightz Ent. I'm bringing you my January 2013 Archfiend deck profile. This is one of my main decks. This is my favorite deck, and I'm actually going to take this to the upcoming Brooklyn Regionals. Let's get started. First things first, I have one Archfiend Cavalry. He's like a mini monster reborn in the deck. When he gets destroyed in result of battle and sent to the graveyard. The main reason why I only want one is because this is not like a rank 4 spam out build, and he just basically combos out with this. If this destroys it, I get back one of my boss monsters, or if Call the Hornet gets destroyed, I just chain it, bring this back, and do, shenanigans like that. He's a great one of, but in any other build, it's recommended to play him as 2 because he is a solid beater, and under the field card, he's a virus target. So 3 Archfiend Emperors. He's the mini Hyperion of the deck. He's also the boss monster. There's nothing really bad to say about him. He's great under skill drain. He pops a card by removing an Archfiend, and he combos off with this. And not only that, but he's a trade-in target, and I have so many ways to bring him back. So that's why he's the king of the deck. Archfiend Empress. Now, a lot of people, they wish to argue with the fact she's a dead card in the hand. Sometimes she is, sometimes she's not. If I don't have a trade-in, if I don't have a Divine Wrath, or if I don't have a Sinister Yoshiro, she could be a dead card. But I also have DDR and other outlets. So basically, her effect is she's just like another monster reborn, and she'll protect one dark fiend type monster if it will be destroyed. Except for her. But she's just great overall. Like, she has combos to bring back him, bring back my Trag, or if I'm signing game 2, she'll bring back my End of Anubis, or she'll bring back my Chaos Hunter. I'm going with 3 Archfiend Harris. She's basically the Stratos of the deck. I get anything that has Archfiend in its name. Anything. Spell, trap, or monster. I have to play her at trip, so I don't argue with anything. You know what I'm saying? If you play anything less than trip or further, there's something the matter with you. 3 Battle Fader. Again, attack negation. This is an OTK based deck. I mean, it has a great grind game, but I just like the fact about how much conjunction it has with my field card. I mean, let's face facts. You know what I'm saying? Let's say if you got a brawlic ass field, right? And you don't want to play it out, so you hold it out in your hand, and you're going against some dickheaded dragon player. Now the dragon, he's making fun of you, going water dragon, earth dragon shenanigans, all that bullshit. But after that, you hit him with the fader. Now you go tight. So now you go battle fader, field card, him, game. That's just all it is after that. Even if they go for flagrant, you could tell them eat a dick, because I'm gonna bring out this bitch, and she's gonna be 34, and she's gonna punch him right in the kidney. So that's the end of that. 3 tour guide. We up to 3. 3. Get this. This makes this. That's it. That's just all you need. Once they have that on the field, it's like, yo, this fucking bird is so goddamn annoying. It's not even funny. So you just like you can't target it, and anytime it will be destroyed. No, anytime it's sent to the graveyard. Period. That means if you tribute it when I'm timing. Long story short, it recycles back my tour guides and recycles back my errors. Like, that's how annoying this little shit is. The only thing is, I'm so glad that Fate is down to 1, so I don't have to worry about me going against Spellbook players and they having an out to this. So that's the reason why I play Tour Guide. Tragodia, same reason why I play Battle Fader, for the goddamn field card. 1 Trance is conjunction with this, a Lower Darkness, and whenever I remove with this, and just in case if you want to be stupid and bottomless any of my boss monsters. Let's go with the spells. I have a Lower Darkness. Obviously, draw a card for dark. So, I mean, if you don't know that, then stop playing the game. 2 field cards. Now, I power up all my fiends by 500. Now, he becomes a DDV target. He becomes a DDV target and all other shenanigans like that and such. But what makes this absolutely good is the fact that I'm able to spam out level 8 monsters like King and Queen onto the field, and that basically goes for like a soft loop. Like, remember the whole Red Eyes Darkness with Light Pulsar? Yeah, something like that. That's what makes this deck really good, because I'm able to OTK like that. You know, I lost return, but that's okay, because, you know, I have this card, you know, different dimension reincarnation. Discard a card, discard this whack bitch in my hand to bring back anything that I removed. Basically, you know, hence example from the field card, him, Allure, or anything that you foolishly removed. Dark Hole, obvious staple. 2 Snatch Steals, I mean falling down. If I have an Archfiend card, I'm just able to take a monster, but I take 800 during the standby phase, like you're actually gonna live after that. 1 Foolish Burial. Foolish Burial this, I get any of my Archfiends. Would you stop screaming the dog's name? I'm trying to record. Anyway, so I got 3 trade-ins. Basically, the trade-in targets are these up here. I just basically recycle them back with Call of the Horn and an Archfiend Roar. That's how I play trips of these. Archfiend Roars are basically a semi-monster reborn for any Archfiend. It'll die at the end phase and it can be tributed for nothing. Nothing at all. So don't let any Archfiend players try to sit there and fool you, talking about, or Archfiend Roar into Virus, or Archfiend Roar into this, or Archfiend Roar sack into something, because they can't. Basically, the combo is Archfiend Roar into this, bring back him, or Archfiend Roar into this to bring back this, and then this dies, bring back this, or Archfiend Roar into this, and I get back any Archfiend card. I hope y'all follow that. 2 Call in the Harness, same reason why I'm playing Archfiend Roar. 1 Deck Devastation Virus. I wasn't playing viruses at all. Like, this format I just passed, I wasn't playing at all, but I feel like, you know, with the loss of dragons and all such, or Decade with the loss of dragons and all that, I feel like everybody's going to try to go to the Merman route, and dragons now, they're more prone to this because the whole earth and water bullshit. So that's why I only play a 1 of. Double Divine Wrath, absolutely good. And it's absolutely, like, it changes the whole game state if an opponent gets off guard with a Divine Wrath. 1 EEV. I may take this out. Nah, I'm only playing. This deck is this card is just really good. Like, I just call spells, or I just call traps. I just go off with the OTK. Since the Yoshiro, this is back down to 1 because most of the time this will not be in my hand. It will be discarded to the graveyard, and it's only mainly good for like a game 2, or if I just bring him out, and if I want to pop, and if they try to do something like Bottomless or Mirror Force, and he's the only one on the field, I can just send this to the grave. Game 2, I would side another one because I'm playing Chaos Hunter and as well as the End of Anubis. And keeping the End of Anubis and this against certain decks is like really strong. So I'm going to go with the side deck now. 2 Chaos Hunters. You can't remove from play anything. Anything. Well, your opponent, not you. It's a virus target, and it's so easy to come out, and it's a fiend. That's the reason why I play 2. Electric Virus for them Dragon players, and now for those Giga players, suddenly now machines are good again. And with that whole new Cyber Dragon pack coming out, whatever, they're gonna try to do that and absolutely fail. The End of Anubis, it semi works against dragons. It works wonders against mermills, and it's a fiend. That's it. 2 Space Typhoons, obvious reasons why I play 2. 1 Deck Devastation Virus, again, for the matchups that I just discussed last time if you didn't get it. 2 DNA Surgeries. Now, the DNA Surgery is kind of tricky because I only use this maybe against Bujins and Fly Fist and not as much Harpies. But yeah, like, it's just a good card overall. Like, if I'm going against Fire Fist and I have this out, like, I'm really just going to be strong after that. And it also works in conjunction with, like, Falling Down. So I could just basically use that and the field card and just banish your monster that I already took. Double Mind Crush. I'm actually peeking at everything that you do anyway most of the time with the viruses. And this is going to be a format that everything reveals itself. Now that Tenki's up to 3. Dragons need to do that, you know, Earth and Water play, as well as Mermils. 1 Rivalry of Warlord just stops a lot of, like, kind of rogue decks. It hurts the Ophion matchup. And it's the only reason why I play it. And majority of the time, I'm only going to fiends, except if I'm going for my bird. Like, I will not play this if I have my bird play, because my bird is just too broken. And Sinister Yoshiro. Sinister Yoshiro is just there again for the whole mega fiends that I have. Now we're going to go with the extra. I have no idea how I'm going to make these. I'm just putting these in here just in case if the situation comes up that I'm falling down a tuner and I go into these. That's it. There's no other reason. They're just there just in case cards. Abyss Dweller, Cowboy, they're there again. Those are also situations, but I'll go into rank 4s more than I will go into synchros. Abyss Dweller for the obvious plays, Mermills, Dragons, whatever. Cowboy just an incentive if I'm able to reduce them that much, and if I know I have game, I'll just go for him for game. Erratic Dragon works well like for the skill drain matchups, and I may be able to tribute this off, pop the skill drain, then after that go off from there. And also Levier brings back any of my banished Archfiends level 3 or lower, level 4 or lower. Maestro, because it's a fiend that I'm able to go into just in case if I have Emperor out on the board. This guy, he's kind of funny because if I have the field card, right, and if I have a tour guide play, and I go into him, because most likely I'm gonna have King on board if the only time I'm actually able to go for him, he becomes 4,000 underneath my field. So I'm basically beating up anything. That's why I only play one of him. I barely go into him, but when I go into him, he's just hilarious. Gimmick Puppet. I actually went into him once or twice with just the Tragodia and the Empress play. He's pretty decent. He's not, game changer or anything and that, nothing like that. But there was a lot of times like he really saved the day. So Zombie Stein. Most of the time, if I'm going into Exceed, I'm mainly going to this guy. This guy's just rock. He's 4,500, and just look at his muscles. 2 Fortune Tunes. Obviously, I told you the reason why, because that's my bird, and 1 100% mains. Well, that's it for my Archfiend deck. Please like, share, subscribe, show love to my page, and tell me what exactly else do you see any fixes towards my deck. Would you like to see any matchups with it and stuff like that? And don't forget to holler at your boy. You heard? Swerve.